Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So hopefully you guys had a great day. If you had to work, I'm so sorry. If you were crafting, that is amazing. Hopefully you guys made some really cute things. I did a little bit of crafting today, but the majority of my day was getting ready for this weekend's retreat. So it's this weekend and next weekend. The garage, my RV garage, our RV garage is all cleaned out. My husband cleans it out for us to use. We do 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we do 6 retreats here, and then we do one in the summertime at a hotel in Scottsdale. So he cleans everything out, sweeps and mops the floor, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And we get to have it for 2 weekends straight. So I was busy doing that. It's not 100% done, but you can actually see the door is open because it's either feast or famine here. Literally, it cannot just be amazing weather. It is supposed to get down into the 30s, and I know many of you are like, ooh, I would love some 30s, but it is way too cold for us people who live in Arizona, just crazy cold. So we have our little space heaters in the craft room right now. We turned them on this morning, so it will have enough time to warm up in there. But I would definitely, if you are coming, bring a sweater, maybe a little lap blanket. I would definitely bring something because it's supposed to get pretty chilly this weekend. Anyway, hopefully you guys had a good day. I got today's card done for tonight's live, and I was really wanting to do hold on, I haven't memorized the stamp set, the Enduring Beauty. I really wanted to do that set. But I said, Sarah, why don't you play with it this weekend at the retreat and see kind of how it goes and kind of just take your time with some different color patterns and schemes. So that is what I'm going to do this weekend. And Tuesday, I am going to show you guys how to use it because it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show it to you. I actually just opened it all, so I'm going to show it to you, but we're not making that tonight. I will show you what we're going to be making. It's super cute too. Okay, let's point you over so we can get started. I had to take my glass mat into the craft room for Saturday's class so we could use it so everybody could see it. So it's a little off-centered, so hopefully I've got it all good and ready to go. So here is the stamp set. So you have this beautiful, amazing flower bouquet. And one would think that you would color this with our blends, which you definitely can, but Stampin' Up! Came out with these masks. So what the masks do is you stamp the image on your paper, and then you're going to layer the masks over the image, and it is going to color just those specific spots. So it is absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait to start playing with it. And then they have the dies that cut it out with the little greenery that goes around the edges, and definitely a spot for your sentiment. So I am super excited to start playing with this, and we will do something with this on our Tuesday live, I promise. That is probably my number one thing that I want to play with this weekend is this gorgeous set. So there's that. And let me bring in what we're going to be playing with tonight. I don't know why I was drawn to this set when I saw it in the catalog, but it was literally one of the first purchases that I've gotten, and I haven't used it till just today. I really needed just a few minutes to sit down, relax, and I thought, why not color? Literally, it is so relaxing, and that's what I needed a few hours ago. Actually, it was earlier this morning. I just needed a few hours, just peace and quiet, so I decided to color. So here is the stamp set. And I decided to pair it with the Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper. This is an online exclusive, and I think I've used it a couple times to do Facebook Lives. I haven't done a class with it, but it's so pretty. You really don't need a whole lot to go on this paper. Like the paper does everything for you. So that's the paper, that's the stamp set. And I only brought in 2 colors of our blends. I have my light and dark granny apple green and my light and dark blueberry bushel. Literally, I thought blueberry bushel would match the blueberry bunches. Try to say that 10 times fast. Okay, let's bring in the card we're going to be doing. I do have a little technique that I'm going to show you about this ribbon. And I did some Winka Stella on the blueberries as well. We can always put that stuff on everything. I don't know if the camera shows it, but that is what we're going to be making tonight. Hello, Teresa. Welcome. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. I have a piece of our thick basic white. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4.25. Good evening, Mary. And if you guys notice, I have a brand new bone folder. I pulled one out as a little treat to myself. I have our designer series paper. This is 4 by 5.25. And I didn't layer this one. I usually cut this at the 3 3 3/4 by 5 and layer it on something, but I decided not to layer it today. So this can just get glued down, and you can really use any side of this paper. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. So if you haven't seen this, definitely put it on your wish list because it is a keeper. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. There we go. And then I have a piece of blueberry bushel. This is 3 inches. Hold on. 3 inches by 4 inches. I knew what it was, but I just wanted to triple check. And this one is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Sometimes I second guess myself and I shouldn't. And I'm going to bring in my image and my memento. So when you're using the blends, memento is the best ink to use because it won't bleed your blender pens. And when it's a larger image, I like to put my ink on upside down, just so I know I'm getting a nice, good, firm pressure all around. We can pick this up, set this right in the center, give it a good press. There we go. Beautiful. It doesn't matter which one you start with. You can start with the Granny Apple Green or the Blueberry Bushel, but I'm going to start with my light Granny Apple Green. Make sure this is light, yep, I thought it was, but I just wanted to triple check. So I'm just going to come in, and it was really a quick color. The nice, big, bold images, it was not tragic at all to color. So I'm just going to come in and color all of it with the light Granny Apple Green. And then I'll go back through and just highlight the leaves, the veins in the leaves. That's what I was trying to think of. I'll just go back in after I color it all. And I think I need some new blender pens. This one, I think, might have seen better days. It's still working, but I think I need to invest in a new one. I use this color a lot. I'm working on my class to go, and I'm using was I using the Granny Apple Green with the cows? I can't remember. I was using the Granny Apple Green with something else. So he has been used a lot the last couple days. So if you're logging on and commenting, I hear the little dings, but I can't look over because I'm talking and coloring at the same time. I don't think I can do 3 things. I can barely do the talking and coloring at the same time. You guys should try it. So when you're coloring, try to carry on a conversation with yourself while you're coloring. See how well that goes. Okay, hello Stephanie, hello Valerie, welcome. So I'm just going to take the dark Granny Apple Green and just go in and highlight some of the veins in the leaves. You don't have to do every single one of them. You don't have to be super specific on getting them perfect. You just want to give it a little bit of an accent. And I turn my paper around because I think it's easier than moving my arm. So keep your arm in one spot and just move the paper. There we go. It's kind of like fussy cutting. You're never supposed to move the scissors. You only move the paper. So we're just highlighting this a smidgen. We're almost done, and then we can go into the blueberry bushel. There we go. Hello, Darlene. Welcome. Now I'm going to do the light blueberry bushel, and I'm going to color all of the blueberries, even the little stems. My grandson loves blueberries. At the summer retreat, they came to visit, and one of my girlfriends, Heather, had a cup of blueberries, and he saw them and he took them from her. I think he was only about a year and a half. He was almost 2, and he snatches the blueberries out of her hands. And she didn't fight him. She just let him have it. It was super cute. Yeah, he's definitely a blueberry fanatic. Mimi is too. I do enjoy blueberries. I love blueberry water. I know I made it at one of my events. You just soak frozen blueberries in normal water in the fridge, and it is delightful. So if you like flavored water, try that. Okay, there we go, all colored. And then I just went in with the dark and just kind of filled in a little bit of the top just to give it a little bit of a dimension. And this is optional. You don't have to do this because I think they're absolutely gorgeous as it is. But just give it a little bit of 3D look. And then last but not least, and I will color it once I put it on top of the card. Last but not least, let's do the sentiments. There are different sentiments in here, so you can pick whichever one you want. I just happened to cut this the exact width of this sentiment. So I was like, that will never happen again. So I am using it. Sending you bunches of birthday wishes. There we go. Let's get these on the cards, and I will show you the fun little technique that I have. So I'm going to put adhesive on the back, glue this down, and then grab some dimensionals. We've got some edges on here, so let's use those up. Definitely want one in the center, and I'm going to do one on each corner. This bad boy is not going anywhere. Or girl. I guess it could be a boy or a girl. Peel these off. Oops. And I kind of made mine a little catty-cornered. You can do yours straight on, but I just wanted a little bit of something different. So let's grab there it is, it's behind my computer. So we have this silver and white ribbon. So you can definitely use your blends and color this ribbon so it's clear and then it's silver on the edges. You can color the inside of this ribbon any color you want. But I'm not going to color it because I think you guys have seen me do that before. I'm going to come in and I am going to cut off the silver edging. I'm not making sure it's super perfect. It's as close as I can get without chopping my fingers off. And I'm going to do a nice amount. Let's do another snip. There we go. And so you can use this other side to do another card. So now I'm going to take this very gently. I am going to tie a bow. You can kind of start to see it fray a little bit, which it's totally okay. Let's just see if it's going to work for the live. It is so tiny, and if you have big hands, oh, I'm going to have to start over. If you have big hands, it's hard to do. It totally worked the other 4 times I just did this. and now it's going to give me problems. Don't you love it when you're live? It just means that we're all real, right? It literally worked 4 different times that I've done this, and now it's going to give me problems. We're just going to cut another piece. Once it starts fraying too bad, it's just ribbon, friends. Just cut another piece. There we go. This one better work or it's going to make me look like an idiot. Hopefully, that's a hot mess. That is not a pretty bow. I swear to you, it worked. Look how beautiful that bow is. We're just going to tie a regular bow. I swear to you, it does work. I actually did this on my class to go that I was talking about earlier. I did this exact same thing. I've done it like 12 times and it has worked every single time except for when I go live. Story of my life. Oh, I forgot to tell you what else happened last night. So I usually don't work on Mondays, but I had to work yesterday and didn't get home till after 10. Jumped in the shower and literally it sounded like a bird or an owl or something smacked our window that's in our shower. Scared the ever living crap out of me. Well, this morning realized that the window cracked, that the whole window cracked in half. So my husband was looking at it and he's like, I think it's cracked from the inside. I don't think it's cracked from the outside, where if it was a bird, that's where it would have cracked. And he thinks the window got so cold and the water was so hot that it busted our window. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, what do people do on the East Coast where it's below zero right now? Yeah, completely nuts. So now we have a broken window. Okay, here is another way you can do it. If your ribbon isn't going to work when you cut it, you can still put a piece of ribbon on there. That's hilarious. I should have known it was. I should have just did it earlier. I should have known it wasn't going to work for my live. So there's that. Put some Wink of Stella on here. And voila. There you go. That is how fun and cute these cards are. I just have one more to put together and then you guys can have a great evening. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know if we're good on time, if we're not. I already colored it because you guys already saw me color the one. So we can just kind of glue it together and have 3 gorgeous cards done and ready for the mail. I know I feel terrible. I still have not gotten my January birthday cards out. I feel like everything is just coming so fast. It's like slow down. Okay, there's that. We'll let that dry for a second. So if your birthday's in January and it is already passed, I am so sorry. I promise I will get them in the mail. Late is better than never. So there's that. Let's flip this over. Let's use the rest of these dimensionals. Woohoo! Empty to sheets. That is always a good feeling. That means you're crafting. Peel these off. And I won't sit and make you watch me tie another bow, but I will try to tie another piece of that beautiful ribbon. But I will put the gems on really quick. That doesn't take long at all. Especially with the take your pick tool. It's the bomb. There we go. So there are your cards for this evening. Hopefully you like them as much as I do. So simple, so sweet, but so perfect. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you guys have a great evening. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see many of you guys this weekend. Thursday's live is quite questionable. Sometimes I have ladies that come Thursday afternoon at noon when it opens, and sometimes they don't trickle until Friday morning. So just depends on what's happening if I'll be able to go live on Thursday. That's why I said in the beginning that stamp set I wanted to do on Tuesday, just so I can assure you that I will be here. Okay, have a great evening. I will see many of you this weekend. If not, let me know if you need anything. Chat with you soon. Bye bye.